And welcome to Freshly Grounded, the brand new podcast.
Well, it's not exactly brand new anymore, is it?
Welcome to Freshly Grounded, the podcast.
That's better.
Created by best friends Faisal and Sam.
Huh?
I said welcome to Freshly Grounded.
After that bit.
Created by
After that bit.
best friends Faisal and Sam.
Really? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah.
Wa alaikum
Sam,
assalam.
the big 200.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, my friend. Can I say that, my friend?
My akhi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Friend,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. We're all audio's good. Everything's
All
good.
in the hood.
So hey,
How's it going, bro?
alhamdulillah, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, there's been a couple of people in there messing around with your mic.
I can see.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Apologise.
That's good.
No one quite as tall as you.
She is. Yeah.
You know what I was saying to someone is that's they're still the first ever mics.
These are the originals.
Yeah. These two have never changed.
These go right back to
Yeah, next phase.
next phase.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Try to forget about
That's
that.
the origins of it. Yeah, that's
Where's my glasses?
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Yeah.
So, you know what, bro? When it was like this idea, when we had the idea of, well, when we knew that episode 200 was coming along, I was genuinely just thinking, going back and forth, thinking like, what can we do with episode 200? Because it's a big number, right? And naturally, we would have actually done an event, really, for episode 200, because it's such a big number. But obviously, events not happening right now because of COVID. And then I was thinking about like all these different like guests. I was thinking like with these live streams, and I thought, you know what? I just wanna have a good old chinwag.
Just take it back.
Yeah.
Take it back.
And I think that's what the people want.
Yeah. Some people might want it. Some people might not know who I am today. There's a new audience back and forth. It might
Yeah,
be some people.
I doubt
see
it.
in the comments occasionally, who's this guy?
No.
But yeah, this is old school,
Yeah.
freshly grounded.
But this feels the most right.
This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, this
This
is
is
it.
the origin. This is freshly grounded.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. It is, bro. And I'm so glad, like, yeah, you're right. I saw a comment that said something like, I'm watching from the beginning, like 50 episodes in, like, where's Sam now?
Yeah.
So it's nice, man. Alhamdulillah to
Yeah.
have it back to the original. But equally, I think, like, it kind of makes sense to tell the audience kind of like an update in that regard. But although we always do, and I think like there's like a huge understanding because you often like might see someone comment and say something like, oh, like where's Sam? And then you see somebody else comment underneath and they're like explain.
Yeah.
And you think, wow, like our audience
I've seen that also. Yeah.
everything so clearly, even though we haven't necessarily perhaps like in black and white outlined it all. But I think that like the phase one of like my understanding of like when things got really serious with your focus on Menspire was when you decided to sell 59, which you publicly kind of mentioned on Freshly Grounded.
Certainly.
And then like with everything that's happened with COVID and everything going on essentially like since the selling of 59, you've realized the focus. Well, why don't you maybe explain like the idea of like making sure that Menspire is what it is today?
So we're talking about a point where when we first started Freshly Grounded, how many years ago now?
About 4, bro.
4 years.
Yeah.
Serious, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. So 4 years ago we started. And we're talking about 4 years ago. I was apprehensive to give you that commitment because I knew I had 2 shops at the time.
And you were literally just bought.
And I was setting up 59 as a separate kind of venture. I had Dublin and St Albans, lots of things going on. I thought I was busy, and I remember not wanting to give you like the yes because I knew I didn't know if I could commit to it because I knew I had things going on. I knew that I wanted to become a lot busier than I was, sort of thing. But obviously committed to it, and we gave it a solid at least a week. Every day, one day a week for many years, many years.
Yeah.
And then along my journey, obviously, I set up a 59 coffee shop. At the same time, opening more Menspire shops. Also giving Freshly Grounded a lot of time as well. And just naturally, I realised that my kind of outlook was I wanted to be involved with multiple things, and I did, and I think I did it. I kind of sustained it in a nice way. When I realised what I wanted to really achieve, I realised I needed to put my kind of full focus and attention into my original baby, which is Menspire, the barbershop, the men's salons. And literally did that in terms of everything. Literally just kind of put my head down even more so than I was. And that's just been my main focus, and I've just sacrificed a lot along the way, and it's finally getting to a position where it's really it's paying off, man. So that's kind of, and I've literally, if you ask me where I've been busy setting up quite a large chain of salons now, alhamdulillah. Life's quite different. It was already busy. I had one child, obviously, at the same time when we started. I had one child. Let's just say 3 businesses. Now I've got 2 childs and multiple businesses, and it's a different. I'm a kind of a different person. I think 4 years is a long time as well. Organically, I've definitely developed and obviously become older. 31 years old now. But yeah, it's amazing to be here for episode 200.
Yeah,
like this, like Freshly Grounded. Like Freshly Grounded is amazing, man. It's one of the best things out there for so many reasons. I say that humbly. It's not from my doing. But the blessings, and it's a platform of barakah and blessing, and it's just a lot of amazing people involved in it, and it's lovely to be sitting here, man. Episode 200. I'm grateful.
Yeah, I think you're being humble by saying that's nothing to do with you, because you like built it from the ground up, and I don't think that it will be where it is now. And I think proof of that is me starting the next phase and it's just like not working. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's if there's never like, that's like the most realist proof, because I literally did this exact thing by myself and it wasn't kicking off, and then you came along, and alhamdulillah, because of Allah, it spiked so quickly. And so I think you're being very, very humble. And the other thing is that, like, I think, I suppose, behind the scenes, what people don't see is the constant conversations that you and I have. The fact that I, just as recently as a couple of weeks back, we had a lovely meeting about Freshly Grounded, about the business side of things and stuff. And so you're very much, and I really appreciate your like business input in it all the time. And even that is something that I'm sure a lot of people ask for. I've seen people ask for that they'll even pay for you for your time to consult on their business. And so while on the front end it might look like, I'm running with it, you've always been very present in it. So
communication is strong, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm really grateful for that, man. So I think it's important to kind of address the elephant in the room, because I think it wouldn't do it justice to this episode without it, because people will be asking. But with that being said, let the party begin. Yeah,
certainly. Yeah, it's true.
I should have done something social, like at least get a cake. There's nothing other than us two having a natter.
We have to make sure it's a good conversation.
Yeah, we'll have to make sure. So one thing that I do want to do is we had a comment from a brother, and I will mention his name because I can't remember his exact username, but I will mention it because he wrote such an amazing comment on our recent episode, and he wrote down, because episode 200 is coming out, he wrote down Freshly Grounded's 50 most iconic moments. So I thought it'd be nice for us to read them out. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
I thought it'd be nice for us to read them out, reflect on all of them.
Yeah.
200 episodes in.
Yeah.
But beforehand, how's fatherhood now, bro? Things have changed on my end a lot. So we haven't had a good night about our children, man. So what's it? Because you're experiencing new things, obviously.
Big time, yeah.
With regards to the age now. How old are Solomon?
I've got 4 and 2, 2 and 4. So my oldest is now at school full time. Yeah, fatherhood is different now. It's a lot more. I wouldn't say full on necessarily, because we've kind of gone past that, all the sleepless nights and all that kind of the baby kind of stuff. But it's a lot more. It's deeper now. A lot more thought goes into it. A lot more is involved now. The fact that my eldest is at school and everything that brings, and just to see him grow up and actually almost leave the house and go to school. And then to have my youngest son around more and being able to kind of spend more time in learning, developing him. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm enjoying it a lot more as the time goes on, like I knew I would, just because the relationships get stronger, and it's interesting and it's tough. It's really, really tough, and it's amazing though. Yeah, it's really, really amazing.
What's it like because in the sense that now they're both old enough to like communicate with each other and play with each other, whereas before Solomon was obviously so young, so it was still like having a baby and a boy. Right?
Exactly that. They're very good friends and they're very, very loving, and they sit and they'll cuddle in the morning and there's a lot of love, alhamdulillah, between them, and it's beautiful. And they get on really well. They share their toys generally, and they're good friends, man. And it's beautiful. And it's just sad. Like obviously now my oldest has now gone to school. The youngest is like wondering where he is all day, and it's really changed things since he started school. It's really changed things. He's grown up a lot, and just it comes with so much stuff. He's now got his own friends at school. We don't know what he's doing all day, every day, and it's yeah.
Is he still elusive?
He is very much so. Doesn't give too much away at all. Occasionally some things will come out, and you have to almost just like say the right things to find out more. But he's doing his thing. He's happy, and I'm proud of him, man. So yeah, it's good.
He's gonna be independent like his dad, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, he is. He is. They're two very different boys, and they're both like, my eldest is Zayden's a lot more kind of more sweet and not soft but sweet and a sweeter boy, and Solomon is a bit more crazy and a bit more loose, and he's got long curly blonde hair and runs around and shouts a bit more, and it's good, man. It's good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it tends to be like that. Like the younger one used to be a bit more like
seems that way. Yeah. It's good though. It's nice. It's character, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's nice. So I was shocked by your picture this morning, to be fair, bro.
Yeah, what shocked you?
Just actually that time moves on quick, and it just I was like thinking, right, you've probably been experiencing lots of new things with your boy, obviously being that much older, and it just got me thinking, right, I wonder what you've been up to as a father and how things are with you as well.
Yeah, man. He's just yesterday we discovered his first tooth.
Really?
So that was amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the reason that was amazing, bro, is because normally the doctor said that children can start getting their first tooth from 5 on a span, right, between like 5 and 12 months.
Yeah.
And
how old is he now?
12 months this month. 12. Yeah, like he's a year like next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he said that that's like the spectrum, right, between like 5 and 12 months. And what tends to happen is, on that spectrum, 5 is obviously very early. Yeah. It tends to be very early, and 12 tends to be quite late.
Yeah.
And so generally between that is like the peak.
8 or something.
And we'd got to like 12 months, bro, and he still hadn't started showing any signs of his teeth coming.
Yeah.
It seemed like he'd been teething since like 5 months, but nothing. There's no sign. And then yesterday, man, I discovered. I was just like, I woke up with him at Fajr, and he was like walking over me. So I was looking up.
Yeah.
Like walking on top of me, and I was like, Zachary, I like grabbed him, pinned him down, like opened his mouth. I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a tooth, man. Alhamdulillah. So it feels nice because we was like we started getting a bit worried because of how late it was getting.
Yeah. So you say he had been teething? You thought he'd been teething in the sense that all the kind of stuff that...
Exactly, yeah.
But no actual teeth.
Correct, yeah.
Right. Well, alhamdulillah, he's got a tooth.
Alhamdulillah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe the start of many.
Yeah, so now we've got to start brushing his tooth.
Yeah, one tooth. Amazing.
And so he's got a tooth now, and he's walking. Yeah, just like he understands like a bit of communication. Like, for example, if I say, Zachariah, where's the ball? He'll go get the ball.
Yeah.
And I'll say, like, bring it here, and he'll bring it to me. But very, very, like, slight understanding of, like, all the things. He's still, like, he's starting to understand no now, because he loves to go to the washing machine and open it.
Yeah.
I've child locked, like, all the cupboards, except the washing machine one I can't child lock. Because like the way it is, and so he loves going to the washing machine.
We didn't have to child lock anything until the second one came. And
really?
It was never a problem. Then we had to literally, and the amount of child locks that have been broken off the cupboards as well, which is mental.
Yeah, we have 3 different types of child locks in our house.
Yeah.
Because have you seen those ones that are like, I really like the look of them because you couldn't see them. They're like they're in the inside of the door.
Yeah, that's what we've got. Yeah,
and they
inside,
like lock with the.
Yeah, they lock inside. Yeah.
So they're the ones I got originally because they look so nice. That house still looks nice. Yeah. And generally they're the ones that we have on most of the cupboards.
Yeah.
And then for one of the bedrooms, we had a kind of drawer that doesn't work with. So we got like the ones where it's like loops round, and you open it and you can't open it.
Right.
But then there's one cupboard which none of those 2 worked on him because like he would be able to take them off. And so I've got like this like, it's almost like the kind of thing you have on your steering wheel to bar your steering wheel.
Yeah.
It's like that on the cupboard. That's the one with like the Dettol and like
does he really try and get into these
oh,
things?
Bro, he loves just grabbing a bottle of bleach.
Yeah.
And grabbing it, and so
we
locked that up, so he can't access that now.
If you were to let him just roam free, would he?
Yeah, he goes towards the cupboards. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be a nuisance sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go into cupboards and
Yeah. So, but the good thing is now is that you can kind of leave, like if you're in the house, you can leave him around the house, and he's walking around, and he's safe because.
What kind of pace is he going at?
Yeah, he's
normal, so he's comfortably just walking around.
Oh yeah, he's comfortably walking around now. Yeah. But yeah, but it's very safe because now we've got most of the stuff child safe, like the corners of the tables, the cupboard. So if he's walking around, he's pretty much just playing with his toys, kicking his ball about, like walking around the room. So
what does he like to play with? What's his favourite toys?
But he loves. I'm really glad about it. He likes playing with a ball.
Yeah.
Like, he likes kicking it and stuff, and he likes cars.
Yeah, mate, same as my boys. Yeah. It's kind of cliche, but it's you see them playing with like toy cars and going and then kicking balls. It's like you'd expect that from a little boy, but they do love it, don't they?
Yeah, because it just feels like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
like
but they love it. They love it. Yeah, on track. Yeah, this bit check.
Yeah, exactly. Like cars and balls.
Yeah, let's continue. Everything seems to be going pretty good.
Yeah, that's what right now he's on. Which is nice, man. It's nice, like seeing him. But I also like. I remember like getting really annoyed at one thing. Toy like. It was like a good 6 months ago. There was a toy. I can't remember what it was, but I just thought it was like a bit too girly for him.
Okay.
Like, and I was like saying to my missus, I was like, don't even start playing with that. It was, but as she was like, it's fine. It's like so harmless.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. It was something like pink and
unicorn or something.
I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, he's on cars.
Yeah.
Footballs right now. So.
Strictly.
The toy I don't think it exists in our house anymore. But yeah, man, it's nice, man. Just like nice seeing his growth and stuff, and it's just amazing, bruv. Like you're shocked every day. Like I swear he was just this big, and now he's like, bro. Today, you know that picture that I sent you? That's his first time in his new car seat. I bought his new car seat. Yeah. So
a new car seat, as in the one he grew out of his other one. Yeah.
So I got him a new car seat.
Yeah, cool.
Now, and this one's now from like 1 year to 12 years.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have this car seat for 12 years.
Yeah.
But Boris, it's just because now he's front facing the car.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I had him in the car this morning, facing the front. He's just so happy because now he can see the road.
Cool,
he's
you
like
love it.
watching the road.
Love it. Yeah.
Normally, when he's facing back, he just sees a leather seat.
Yeah. Amazing. Have you found it's got easier over time? Or
yeah, he's more independent, I guess.
Like, what
There's
about sleeps and stuff?
as
Do you ever have your night disturbed?
No, alhamdulillah, like since he was born, Allah Mubarak, he slept through the night.
You've always been quite okay with that, yeah?
Yeah. But one thing I have done is I've unsleep trained him.
You've unsleep trained him?
Yeah, as in he doesn't sleep by himself anymore.
Unsleep trained him.
Yeah, like sleep trained.
Yeah, so he doesn't know how to sleep now. How did you unsleep train him?
So basically what we done is when he was 5 months, I managed to get him to the point where it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I put him in his cot in his room.
Yeah.
I turn off the light, I walk out, and I say he's gone. That's the point I got to.
Nighttime, yeah?
Yeah, nighttime.
Any bath or change of clothes or anything beforehand?
No, what's happened to my camera? Give me a second.
Okay.
This seems to be a bit of an issue.
Camera's gone.
My camera's gone.
Should I continue talking, Nash?
There it is. I don't know what happened there. No, so I mean, after all that...
There's rituals beforehand.
Yeah.
Right, you very much like, look, 7 o'clock, I'm going to grab him, I'm going to put him in his cot.
No, right now that we have had to reduce his bath, the doctor recommended that we don't bath him as often because he's got eczema.
Okay.
And so it's not good for his skin. So like we're doing like every 2 days or 3 days.
Cool.
As opposed to like giving him a bath every night before bed.
Okay.
But... So, bro, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Strictly
7 o'clock, he's out, yeah.
So
what time's bath time then? You must have... Well, the routine must surely... That time of the routine must kick in before the...
Yeah, routine kicks in from like 6.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's what you have to say.
From 6
o'clock, you start preparing.
At 5:30, I start getting a bit anxious. You know, I'm like, all right, it's about to kick in. I've had my dinner yet. Like, things are about to get busy. From 6ish, I'm thinking, all right. No, like, so even earlier than that, to be fair, about 5:30, he has his dinner.
Yeah, of course, he starts having his dinner,
Yeah, because he has to have his dinner.
At about 5ish. So 5 o'clock things start.
Yeah, so 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock things start, yeah.
So he has his dinner. After his dinner...
Has he got a favourite out of interest? Has he got a favourite thing he eats? Tuna pasta or anything?
Do you know what his mum deals with the food mostly?
You must know what he eats.
He seems to like broccoli.
Yeah. Meal? Has he got a meal that he requests? He's still young.
Yeah, he's still young, bro.
Yeah, carry on, sorry.
So he has his
5
dinner.
o'clock he's having broccoli.
So he has dinner, right? His mum deals with the dinner.
Munching on his broccoli, 5:30 comes.
And dinner, right? Now, around 6 o'clock, so let's say he's done dinner. Now, let's say, for example, it's a bath day, right? So then he'll have his bath, right? Now, he comes out of bath, let's say 6:15. If I'm bathing him, it's very quick.
Do you enjoy bath time?
He does.
Do you enjoy doing the bath time out of interest?
He does.
Do you enjoy bathing your son in the evening?
I don't love it. If
you could trade it with your missus to do something else, would you trade it?
So I'll be honest, my missus does do
she
bath
does
time more than me.
More than you.
But I like if
Would
I'm
you
doing bath.
during that, if you're around at that time, would you be present or you're just?
Oh yeah, like I'll be preparing like what's gonna happen after the bath.
clearing up the broccoli and all that. Yeah.
So after the because after the bath, all systems go, bro. Because we've got a very short window while he's naked in a towel to get him into a nappy so he doesn't pee himself or something.
I know,
And that's anxiety like driving, right? So, so listen. Let's say, for example, he's out of his bath now, right? He's
What time is this? Sorry.
6:15. I don't know.
6:15,
If it's me, it's like 6:15. If it's his mum, he can have nice long baths.
6:45 with his mum. Nice.
Any time, well, not 6:45.
Probably an extra half an hour in the bath, enjoying.
Maybe an extra 10 minutes.
15 time.
Yeah, he has his like boat in the bath and all these things that he likes playing.
Do you take
Splash
the boat in
Bath.
the bath?
Yeah,
Or do you just say no? Just a quick splash out. No toys.
I'm a bit splash out, to be honest.
Quick thing.
I just feel like the job for this is to get him clean.
Yes.
And once I feel like he's clean,
Does he enjoy that? Does he play
He
around?
likes it, he likes
Should
it.
let him have a little bit longer than. Carry on, yeah.
So right, so he's now dragging him out the bath, dragging him.
Yeah. So I'm bringing.
chucking him in his towel or his bath gown and quickly running over to the other room where I've set up his nappy station, where I'll put him on the floor in his nappy thing, change his nappy, put his outfit on, pajamas, and then in that time I've also had his bottle ready, and so I give him his bottle as I put him to sleep, so he kind of has his bottle when he falls asleep. So that was the routine. Now, so like I say, I would take him with his bottle into the room and walk out, and he'd fall asleep. Right now, what happens since then is, what happened? I think one time he must have been a bit unwell or something, and so I brought him into the bed.
Okay.
And literally, bro,
Heard about this,
since then,
Really?
that's it. So, no, do you know what happened, bro? Bro, this is what happened. I must have gone away for work or something for like a week, and so I really missed him, man. And I think like it was near his bedtime and stuff. I was like, do you know what? I just want to cuddle with my boy, and so I ended up keeping him. Like I gave him a little cuddle. He fell asleep, and then I transferred him to his cot. Harmless. This is what I'm thinking, right?
From your bed?
On my bed, yeah. Since then, he doesn't sleep by himself now. So now, but he still sleeps all night by himself, but he doesn't get to bed by himself, right? So I have to put him to sleep next to me.
Really?
And then I transfer,
Really?
and then I transfer him to his room, and then he sleeps all night. So my thing is bedtime. Like I enjoy putting him to bed.
Right, that's nice.
So
So you go to bed at 7 o'clock, wait for him to fall asleep, then you get out of bed.
yeah.
Do you take him straight away, or do you let him stay in the bed for a little bit, or do you take him straight to his bed?
No, once I've clocked that, right, he's pretty much knocked out.
How long does it take for him to get to sleep?
But that's the thing; it can take 10 minutes, or it can take like 45.
Really?
So it's not ideal. I need to go back to sleep training, but I also enjoy our nighttime.
The lights off and stuff.
Yeah. Because I enjoy
paint
our
a picture.
nighttime because so I wake up with him in the mornings, as you know, I'm a morning person. So he wakes up at 5:30, 6 a.m. So I wake up with him, and I get like an hour or two with him in the morning. Then I go to work, and then I come back from work, and I only get another hour with him. So I so I value that time. So in the mornings and in the evenings, I like to put him to bed, and I like to wake up with him. So yeah, I can't remember. We've unsleep trained him.
Unsleep trained him, yeah. So yeah, you explain that was.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
How about your boys? You just chuck them in their room?
Yeah, there's a similar routine of a
Fine.
time that comes in, the dinner, trying to make it a bit earlier than as possible. But yeah, by 7 o'clock, 7:30, we'd hope it would be down.
And then what do you do with your evening? Is it nice? Is it like, oh, now it's like our time?
Yeah, of course.
Or do you just crack the iPad out and...
Yeah, quite often you have to do bits. Because I always make sure I get back for bath time, for bath time and getting them to bed. Then I always have to do a bit. Always have to jump back on the iPad for a bit. Yeah.
You like the iPad, don't you?
You're
not like a laptop person.
No, I'm not a laptop person. No, I don't own a laptop directly. I haven't got one that I use directly. iPad does it for me.
If you need access to a laptop, you know.
There's laptops
Best
about.
know
I'm sure if
there.
I could borrow this one if I needed to. Have you still got my charger?
You let me that charge about 4 years ago.
No, literally 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
And you asked the question. No, I haven't got my laptop. I haven't been able to charge it. You know.
It's probably somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's old charge now, so I assume
Very
you have
old
access
charger.
to newer laptops now.
That was my only one.
All Okay, that's nice. So you crack the laptop open, you crack the iPad open.
Yeah.
Family time can wait. Be working all day.
Yeah.
Come and put the kids to sleep.
Yeah.
Back on the iPad.
Yeah, generally you do obviously jump back on and then have some dinner and whatever else. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you have dinner after 7, obviously.
Yeah, later. Generally, I will eat later. Yeah, yeah. Generally speaking.
What's your favourite meal?
My favourite meal.
What's your go-to dinner?
Salmon en croûte.
You do a bit of ordering now, don't you?
Can sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Not as much as I used to, thank God. As in getting takeaways.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm on your story and you've got a nice Caribbean
occasionally,
dinner.
Yeah, not often. Occasionally, fortunately, where I live now, you can't get Deliveroo. It's biggest godsend. It's in a good way. I haven't got Deliveroo, just out of but in a good way. I think there's Uber Eats exists if I need to get something, but it's been a really good way to prevent just ordering food because I think for me it's just it's too easy to order food on an app. So I'm grateful we haven't got it.
That's interesting.
Don't try and go crazy on takeaways, man.
Yeah. So what do you do? Do you ever cook? Do you ever get busy in the kitchen?
I don't cook, really? To be honest. No, not often. No, I'll be
don't
really
like to
honest.
dabble in it even.
I do like to dabble in it occasionally, yeah, but I don't often.
I can't imagine you dabbling in the kitchen.
I don't dabble often.
Yeah, you don't like a kitchen dabbler.
You like to cook, don't you?
I dabble.
You do dabble, yeah.
I don't cook often.
No.
But
do
you know when I like to cook? When we've got guests coming around.
Yeah.
I love hosting guests.
Hosting's good. Hosting's good.
Yeah.
Hosting's good.
I suppose it can become. You got to be wary with it though, don't you? Because could you argue that maybe a bit of arrogance creeps in? Like, why do I love hosting? Is it because I want people to be like, oh man, that was a good?
I think you get a really good feeling from hosting, man.
Yeah.
And there's also like the rewards of it and the center of looking after your guests and stuff is really beautiful. You should just look after your guests. It's nice. I think it's nice offering drinks and making sure people are really looked after, making sure they have a nice experience in your house. Goes a long way, man. Yeah, you've got juice in your fridge just for guests, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got juice in my fridge for guests. I've got a fizzy drink for guests.
Yeah.
I always have some like a cake or something handy.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's great
for guests.
So you can literally pull a cake out.
But if someone turns up at my house, like I'm equipped to host them.
Give them a cake and a fizzy pop. Some diabetes.
They can have a bit of coffee, tea, green tea, cake.
Okay, you've got that as well.
Yeah.
What if they wanted to be healthy? Do you have healthy options?
Yeah, we got rice cakes.
Nice.
No, the rice cakes aren't for guests.
Did you say they're not for guests?
No, they're not for guests. But I mean, like, I didn't buy them specifically for everyone. If guests want them as well.
I thought you said you wouldn't give them to guests.
No, I'd give everything to guests.
Right.
But I don't know, man. Healthy, like, when someone comes to your house, you don't want to give them healthy food. You want to give them food that's good and unhealthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Typically, you offer them biscuits and cake and things, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And dinner. I would like.
You never offered me dinner at your house. I've had food at your house.
Have you? Was it?
We broke fast there once.
Okay.
It was really good chicken. I think Omar brought it actually.
I remember that.
It's good food though.
Yeah. I'm not a huge cook.
You're not a huge cook.
I can cook. I like making desserts.
You like making desserts, as in like getting the ice cream out and putting the chocolate sauce on top.
No. I make desserts, bro.
You make them?
Yeah, from scratch. I make a really nice bread and butter pudding, French toast. Like, when I say French toast, I don't mean like
yeah. Proper
like
one.
Proper.
Really?
Yeah, man.
When was the last time you had French toast?
I made it. I guess come around this past weekend, and I made them because I was bragging about it, and so they said, "Well, come on then."
What'd you have it with? Just by
brioche bread.
Yeah.
And it's got like all sorts in it. It's got cinnamon, double cream. It's really fat.
Double cream, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Good way to start the day. A little bit double cream. Yeah, nice. And you just have it, do you dip it into anything or you just have it straight?
Whipped cream.
Whoa.
And golden syrup.
Whoa.
It's probably all your calories for the day.
Nice.
Oh, bro, guess what? I almost heard us recently. He said that if you go to McDonald's in America and get a large Big Mac meal with fries, a Coke, and nuggets.
Yeah.
Which is a fairly typical meal. Like, if you're like, oh, do you know what? I'll get a Big Mac meal.
Yeah, it's like a little side bit. Yeah.
That's all of your calorie intake for a day.
That doesn't surprise me. What's that? 2,500 calories.
Yeah, it must be something like that. For a man, I think average for a man is 2,500. Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? Because what I was thinking is that's crazy because it doesn't even fill you up
as well. Is that included? Yeah. So there's a lot of calorie in that drink. The fries.
It's crazy because that doesn't fill you up for more than a few hours. It's a normal meal. It's not like, I have to one meal
I hear you. Of course. Yeah.
Because I went to KFC drive-through once, and I checked how much my meal was in calories, and it was like 1,800 calories or 1,500 calories, like a big amount for one meal.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, wow, I'm about to have all of these calories, which is like 2/3 of my day, but it's one meal, and after 3 hours I'm gonna be hungry again. It fills me up just as much as a 600 calorie meal would fill me up. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not known for. they're not known for what you're describing there. They're bit of a fix, really. People have them as a little fix.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit late to the party.
Yeah. I think if you wanted like a nice healthy dinner, I think it sounds like what you're after.
I'm going to the wrong place.
Stop going to KFC and McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, there's no shock in what you're saying. I'm not going to be like gobsmacked that what KFC and McDonald's has got a lot of calories. Yeah, I understand that. On occasion.
Where would you go for a healthy meal then? If you had to go out for a healthy meal?
If I had to go out for a healthy meal, I think you can get a healthy dinner in most places. You just have to be more specific on the menu.
Nando's?
Nando's is good. I went to Nando's yesterday and it was fantastic, man. Yeah.
What'd you get?
So the whole Nando's Watford, and we had I had butterfly chicken, rice, halloumi, usual stuff. It was nice. It was excellent, but I ate quite late in the day. My day was delayed, so I ate at like 3 o'clock. But then I couldn't really eat my dinner. But it was a nice dinner.
Do you miss meals often? By accident,
if you're
so busy working.
Yeah,
I do that as well.
Busy.
But and then do you ever get like a realization that wow, I'm hungry?
Yeah, certainly. Yesterday this happened for everyone. We were all like, just when you just can't eat because you're just busy and there's things going on, and then we realised that no one had energy. Everyone felt a bit crap. We went, had some lovely dinner, and everyone came back to life, and we went, and it was good. Yeah, but it removed my appetite for my dinner, which was a shame.
I get that as well. Like I'm busy in the office working. I'll have breakfast at home, and then maybe about like 10, 11 o'clock, like I'll have like a snack of some sort in the office because someone's like ordering in, and I'm like, oh, I'll get a little side, right? And then it's 5 o'clock, and I'm just about to go home, and I go, oh my gosh, I haven't had lunch. I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
And like, unfortunately, then like I'm going home, and like imagine your family hasn't seen you all day, and then you're going home as a really hungry, like person who's had a really stressful day of work, and it's
difficult balancing it out.
Yeah.
It's difficult balancing it out. That's why you need to. I actually kind of miss a breakfast now, not intentionally. I don't know. I seem to have like a few coffees, my appetite goes. I have like quite a reasonable lunch, but I just. Like last night, if I go home and I haven't got an appetite for dinner, I'm in trouble. If I go home and I'm really hungry and I need my dinner straight away, I'm in trouble. So it's that perfect balance of going home, just like, you want dinner in about an hour, but you got...
Yeah.
You're happy for an hour. It's annoying, when you're really hungry, for me, I would never, like, if I'm really hungry and I know I've got dinner coming, I won't wait for that dinner. I'll have to just...
I'm the same.
I went for dinner with a mate the other day, and he had a dinner with his missus planned, and he ended up having a big dinner and ruining. Obviously, he knew that he wouldn't be able to eat dinner. I said, at the end of the day, you're hungry. You need to feed yourself. He said, yeah, it's true, but it is true that if you're hungry, like feed yourself. Have some water later at dinner.
And also, if you're really hungry and you got to come back and then you got to like put the kids to sleep, so you can't. Really
and you can't give them your best self.
Yeah, I was just thinking you can't eat before you go to sleep.
I was just thinking I'm going to be all grumpy and really
I don't care about that.
Hungry in front of my children.
Speaking of Watford, you're launching Menspire Watford on
this Saturday,
this Saturday, which is by the time this episode comes out, it would have been launched.
Yes, so we've just opened Menspire Watford.
Yeah, just this past Saturday.
Yeah.
So for the viewers watching, we're filming this episode just a few days before, in advance, basically. Yeah, I'm going to come down, inshallah.
You definitely should.
Am I invited?
Please, always. Be nice for you. You haven't been to one of the shops for a while.
Yeah, I'm going to... Well, my last haircut, as you can see, was a while ago, yeah. I wanted to get a haircut for episode 200. And, I've been so busy, man. And so I'm doing episode 200 looking rough.
You don't look too bad. Now you've got the hat on. Yeah. And that hood covering...
Most of the beard.
You should come down.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Zachary with me.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Amazing. You should come get a haircut. Owen's going to be in the afternoon.
Me?
Yeah.
I'll try. The thing is, Zachary's not going to...
It's going to be difficult,
It might be hard. But,
okay. That'd be lovely to see.
You know what, bro? I'm going to make a prediction, and it's going to be an offensive prediction. I apologise in advance. And it's not going to be offensive to you, but it'll be offensive to maybe others.
Yeah.
And that prediction is that, bar the St Albans store, I predict that Menspire Watford is probably going to be the most successful Menspire store.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that bad? I'm
Inshallah.
sorry. Inshallah.
Can I ask why?
I think because of the partnerships that you have there, man. Like there's some really driven people there.
With some serious cats.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Thank you for introing that, bro.
Introing what?
That relationship.
Oh, no problem.
Mm.
No, I didn't really do anything.
Introed it on our first podcast.
Yeah. Well, do you know what was really funny, bro? The other day when I went to Menspire. Which one did I go to? You got so many now.
You went to Radlett, didn't you?
Radlett.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, it was there trims you now, doesn't he?
It was
there trims you now. Of course, I'm talking about Owen. It was there trims you now. Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely get trim from
but
Owen.
of course, you had a really nice
Owen's
experience with it.
trims.
It was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Omar did as well. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
You want to know my favourite between Uzair and Owen?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell you off camera.
Cool.
Obviously. Bro, where was I getting at with this?
You talking about other than St Albans shop?
Yeah, I think, but there was someone else.
And then you got a haircut from Owen.
Oh yeah, I went to Radlett, right?
Went to Radlett, yeah.
And it was something. What's his name? Ollie said something really funny to me. He goes, "We're business partners in law."
Business partners in law.
Yeah, I found that really funny. He was like, "That's no way to speak to your business partner in law, is it?"
Is that what he
I
said?
started cracking up, man. I'd never heard that term before. So that
Neither have I.
Yeah,
That's
now I'm
jokes.
business partners in law with more
Ollie.
people.
Yeah, great.
Many people.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm business partners in law with a guy named Jordan.
Yeah.
What benefit do I get from that relationship? Yeah, some.
Yeah,
like,
certainly.
I think it's fair to say, probably shouldn't say it on air, but I probably get some unfair treatment in that I can get an appointment quicker than others.
Potentially quicker, yeah. Potentially quicker.
Yeah.
Potentially quicker.
I'll leave it there.
Potentially quicker.
Yeah. I mean, I do though.
But no, I appreciate you saying that about Watford. I'm really excited about Watford. I think it's we're alhamdulillah, we're able to open quite a few stores at the minute.
Yeah.
People who follow me might see that, and it's amazing. But we're in some really, really difficult times with this whole pandemic thing. So I'm really loving life and enjoying it, and it's amazing to grow. But it's a difficult time to grow as a business. It's really difficult. I'm sure a lot of people can resonate with that. So it's a really difficult time. So opening the shop is the easy bit. Making it profitable and actually be a successful running business, that's where the effort comes in. So inshallah it's going to be successful. I've got some amazing partners there. I love how the shop looks. If you've seen it on social media, it looks really nice. But yes, it's interesting times for business owners and obviously everyone, but interesting times. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Should be really good.
It looks really, really beautiful, man.
Yeah,
it's amazing how you always manage to keep the Menspire look, but every shop also looks has its own like different vibe to it.
Certainly. So someone came in yesterday who's a client actually from Radlett. He was walking past and he popped in. He said, "Oh, you've gone for a totally new theme." When he came in, and I don't really want that feeling.
No,
but
I don't think you got a new theme.
Nah, but then obviously if you compare that shop to Radlett, we've got Radlett, loads of wood, where you've got no wood in what. But I want people to look at it and associate it as the same thing. But
I think it looks the same. I think what it looks like to me is that whenever you go into a store, you keep the culture of that store, and then build on it with your Menspire look. So like when you go into the Radlett store, you can tell, because I remember before it was a florist, right?
That's right.
And you can tell it has that kind of like that vibe to it.
Yeah.
Rustic.
Very rustic.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
But then it still has a Menspire look. Like the chairs in Radlett are amazing.
Yeah.
And like it's very like kind of upper class.
Yeah. Did you get that feeling from that? More so from that shop?
Yeah.
More so from St Albans?
Probably,
you should do.
Actually,
it's kind of built for that. It's a slightly different clientele over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you even noticed that, but it's a slightly different clientele over there. It's nice. A little bit more mature, I'd say. Slightly older.
Yeah. Yeah, it was lovely, man. It was nice to go to a different store because I normally always at St Albans. Yeah. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to try and pop down on Saturday.
Should do. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm going to do my very best.
Yeah.
Got a new car seat now for Zachariah, so he
amazing,
should be wearing that.
Yeah, for the next 12 years.
So
bring him down.
Yeah, I plan to. I mean, the advantage of not bringing him down is that I could get a haircut, and I do need one. So maybe I will not bring him down. But let's see. Weekends, I try and help out where I can.
Yeah, sure.
Considering I see him for like 2 hours in the weekdays.
Potentially it was there, and Owen might be there. So if you wanted a haircut, one of them, they might both be there in the afternoon. So
I don't like to pick sides.
Well, you have to pick someone for a haircut, otherwise you just won't get one.
Maybe you could do like half each.
Doubt it.
Okay. Yeah, inshallah, let's see.
Likelihood
is I won't be able to get one.
Yeah.
But if I can, why not?
Okay.
Should we have a look at these iconic moments?
Yeah, go on.
All right, sweet. So, let's have a look. I can't remember which episode the comment was on now. It's really interesting, man, because brother, you could when you see the comment, you can see that he really has been a fan of Fresh Ground from the beginning.
YouTube comments.
Like, yeah, really, really cool, man. Really cool comment. Let's have a look. Where is it? Where is it? Must be here. Oh, well, I can't seem to find it now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's well, oh, that's really annoying. I wonder if there's another way I can find it. It was a really cool comment. Okay, I thought it was. That's really frustrating, isn't it? I'm sure it was on this episode.
Do you think you'll edit any of this out?
Yeah, I'm gonna put this out.
Can I run to the toilet really quickly?
Yeah, go run. You run to the toilet.
Oh.
I'll try find this comment, and let's just take a break. Okay, so now you're back from the bathroom, and in that time I was looking for the comment, and then the brother, may Allah bless him, he's deleted it.
Deleted it?
I can't find it. So now what are we going to do for
Really?
the next 40 minutes?
Did you remember any of the moments?
Yeah, I did remember some of them.
You didn't screen print or anything, no?
Let me check, actually. Screen print. Wow, how old are you?
I was
31?
going to say screen munch.
What's happened? Oh, there you go. Screen munch. I remember that.
Yeah.
A Blackberry.
Yeah, Blackberry, yeah.
Let's see. Maybe I did screen munch it. Highly doubt it. Oh. No. Just looking through my screen munches. Sorry. Got quite a few.
What have you been doing on the laptop here? Are you just cracking on with work, doing emails and stuff? Or what is it you're doing? Are you producing or what?
Oh, right now?
Yeah, on here, yeah. You're just thinking, I've
Come
been
look at it.
the
Come
whole
look at
time.
it. Come look at it. Just
Really?
Yeah, go over. The camera's not on you right now.
Are you producing,
Yeah. So basically what I do now is I live edit the podcast while we're having a chat.
Yeah.
So that way,
are you
I don't have to.
flipping? When are you deciding to flip cameras?
When I'm talking, it's on me. When you're talking, it's on you. It's quite good.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, it saves a lot of time and stuff, and
That's good.
it like compresses the file size down and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Oh, look at this!
Have you found that?
Look at this
You
screenshot.
found that, yeah?
This screen.
You've been looking for this particular thing for 3 hours now. I've missed all my day.
Okay, so we can't find it. Just forget about it. But I
Nice
remember
concept,
I remember some of the points. I'll read I'll say them to you. But anyway, before I do, this tweet I found really funny this morning. It said, I screen munched this tweet. It says I just want. It was an article that said the top tweets from parents this week or something. Right? I don't know why I was reading that. It says. This tweet says, I just wanted 5 minutes to drink my coffee, so I sent my kid into the other room to look for a toy that's in my pocket. And that's like, because the reason I find that funny is because I'm always saying to my wife that just the one thing I ask for is to have my coffee in peace in the mornings. I'm always saying that.
Yeah.
But it's just that is such an intimate moment, me and my coffee.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
It's my first coffee of the day. There's no sweeter taste than the first coffee of the day. And to have it when your boy also wants to drink it with you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's like anything you eat now, he tugs at. He wants it.
My missus sent me a meme yesterday about when you've got a nice bit of food and your child's asking for it, just tell them it's spicy. And it was it's so true. We say, oh no, it's spicy.
Yeah.
Or if I'm drinking something that I don't want them to have, I say, no, it's coffee, it's hot, you can't have it.
It's funny because they literally don't understand what's like good or bad for them either. So anyway, the iconic moments. Let me have a think. So there was the ones I can remember. Like some of them were like, Fresh Uganda was born and stuff like that because he did it in time chronological order.
Why would you delete it? You sure you're not?
I can't find it.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't, but he'll be really upset now because he watching this episode. Yeah, he'll be really upset watching this episode, thinking, oh, they could have read it out. Because he seemed like a really passionate tribe member. Let me try one last. Nah, but it's not.
Yeah. We have spent 3.5 hours now looking.
Okay, so anyway, one of them was like he did it in time chronological order of like when Fisher Gun started. So like the first one was about episode 1, and then episode like 3, and in order like that. And so like one of them was like he said like episode 3, Freshly Guyana's most awkward episode ever. And I was like, oh, what episode was that?
Yeah.
And it was Josh and Monica's first episode.
Okay.
Do you remember that?
No,
And
why?
I was like, why is that awkward? And I remember it was so awkward because it was like the first time I had a chat with Josh properly.
Right.
And Josh is a character, isn't he?
Yeah.
And so when you don't understand Josh at first, like now, but when you don't understand Josh at first,
Yeah.
it's like it was an awkward episode, man. It was funny.
I can't even remember it, man.
Yeah,
It's awkward.
I think so. Yeah.
What, as in like questions? What, is just the chemistry was off?
Yeah, I think so because I didn't like. I think the best episodes are the ones where you're with someone who you've met and you like have a laugh with, and you get the best out of them because you just the
Yeah, 'cause
chemistry
you
is
know,
there. And I hadn't really known. This was, bear in mind, 4 years ago, and I think that before that I'd only really met Josh in Gambia.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Most awkward moment.
That was most awkward. Then another one was like Faisal Sam's iconic only argument in Dubai. About Uber versus.
Yeah.
So that came up.
Yeah.
Another iconic moment that came up was episode 100 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember, man. There's no point. There's no point in doing it.
Yeah,
without
no, of course it
reading
doesn't make
This
sense.
episode's ruined. Well done.
Yeah.
Episode 200 is ruined.
This whole thing was built around that, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was just going to title it like Fresh Gun's most iconic moments.
Maybe you can send them in for us so we can try it again.
Yeah.
Shall I have a look?
I mean, we'd have to do it on a Fresh Gun episode, what, 500 now?
300.
No, 300 is not iconic, is it? Or maybe.
Why is it not iconic?
Yeah, I guess every 100 episodes we do
Yeah.
an episode together.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Uh,
it's not there, so what can you do? You can either sit there and cry over spilled
what's
milk.
your favourite moment on Freshly Grounded?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a great question.
What's your
Sam.
favourite moment?
I think my favourite moment would have to be. We had some funny moments. Like, do you remember when like we had Mohammed Hijab?
Yeah, I do. That's all I'm thinking as well. That's all I'm thinking as well.
And then-
We got in trouble though in the comments. Is that
I did because I think that we didn't. I don't think we expected the
Yeah.
whole episode to be about pornography.
Yeah.
And so then you I think we had like
You
some,
and I
like,
were having some.
awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that we got told off. Like people like
Loads of people told us
the
off.
hosts
Yeah.
like shouldn't be doing
yeah.
so many innuendos.
We weren't ready for it, and
Yeah.
you and I, we were caught off. And then I think even that you and I were having like almost like personal jokes. I think it was just quite unprofessional.
Yeah. We had some. But do you know what? My favorite moments, I think, like I say, were like a lot of like the early times because that was when like things weren't necessarily established. We didn't even have our own studio. We'd have to like string things together, put chairs and tables together. We'd have Red sometimes on production. Sometimes we'd have Nate on production. Sometimes we'd have Mahdi on production. Sometimes
Yeah.
we'd have Two-In. Remember Two-In?
Yeah, I know.
Remember Two-In's iconic episode where the whole camera was like off and bless him.
Yeah.
It just wasn't like I think like because I said to him like it was my fault. I think I told him to like not filming flat or filming flat, and then it all went wrong. And bless him, man. And
Yeah, big up to him.
yeah, big up to him, man. I got a lot of love for everybody who's like giving their time to us. But the early episodes are my favorite ones, man, because there was no. I think everything was just so innocent at the time, you know, and we had a lot of fun. Like, do you remember when we hit 100,000 views? And I think all the times that I made you do all these videos, that
Yeah.
you like were so awkward for you and you hated them. But I love the fact that you always took part in them for me.
I had to, but I always told you like just cut the lines down a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
You made it as simple as possible for me. Yeah.
I always made it like
I know.
I do all the lines and then you just have to like do a face.
What was 100,000 when you were holding?
I was holding. I think you walked in the room and walked back out.
Yeah.
I think I was like, bro, just walk in the room, like look weird and walk back out. Do you reckon we still?
Yeah, they're on the
Are they on the
Instagram. Yeah,
Instagram
they will.
still?
Of course they will. Unless you've deleted them.
No, they must be, bro.
I want to look at it myself.
No, do you know what, bro? I'll throw them. Yeah, look at it, bro. I'm gonna. If they're there, I'm gonna throw them up. Oh, that is hilarious. Bro, now we've got 532 posts on Instagram.
There's a lot of posts, isn't there? Blimey.
Yeah. Yeah, they were my favorite, man. Do you remember the one where I was like making you like we were sitting in the car and I was like
Yeah, I remember
mashing up your
those.
faces.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What, when you jumped? Remember when you jumped in the back?
I jumped in the back of the car,
Yeah.
I don't think I'll do that stuff now. Actually,
It was
no,
different. You were very much doing a YouTube channel then, and
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much involved in it. Yeah.
I tell you what though, I do miss like an element of like humor
Yeah.
I used to
'cause
enjoy creating.
your whole thing was based on humour.
I used to enjoy creating that, as awkward as it was. Like, do you remember this one, bro? Like this one.
No.
It was
Oh,
you know you
yes,
heard
when
that.
you-
It was when I was in the bottle kick
No.
challenge, and like I did like everyone was doing it slow mo, and then was it? That was funny. Was that you? I was there.
No, I wasn't there, wasn't I? I know it was me. Sorry, it was me. It
Yeah,
was
it
me.
was
It was
you.
me. It was me. It was me. It was me. What was your favourite studio?
Oh, it has to be this one, bro.
This one, yeah.
Without a shadow of a
Good
doubt.
answer.
What about you?
The original one.
Really? Is that just because it's
we spent-
sentimental?
Yeah, very sentimental. We
Okay,
spent a
fair.
long time there, man.
We did.
It was actually Canalot Studios. It was actually a really cool little
Yeah.
area, wasn't it? I like that canal.
Oh, this is in Gambia. That's so funny.
Yeah, we shouldn't watch them all here.
No, we shouldn't. But what we could do,
Can you put that on?
I could put them on. Yeah, I can actually get them on the.
I'll tell you what. The one when when I go to Spud You and you miss it and someone did that.
Oh, that's really funny.
That's
yeah.
funny. Someone did that
Someone
picture.
created a thing from it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Where's that? Oh no, I don't know where that is.
I found the 100,000.
That's so funny. I need to get that for the screen.
It's true. We are literally just sitting here watching our phones during the episode. Put that to one side.
No, I'm gonna get that one up because we have
Can
to.
you
We have,
can you stick
yeah,
that
I want.
on?
Yeah, you can stick it. I'm gonna stick that one on.
Well, I forgot my keys, isn't it? I just come get the keys.
So this was the Smiling Coast one. When we went Gambia. This is when we went Gambia for the second time, I think.
Second time, yeah, when we stayed with Idris on the coast.
Oh yeah. How is it just funny? We're listening. Oh, here he is. Okay.
Yo, what's up, guys? We've just finished filming episode 10. Yes, episode 10 will be out tomorrow. Inshallah, we just finished filming.
I don't know if they could hear that.
I know. Look, sorry.
No, not that one. I mean this one. Like I've got one.
This is funny. Look, so exciting.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I've like ruined our.
Oh my day. What episode?
I can't. No, I can't get this. I've like broken the screen, bro. It's just got like
Can I look
our
again?
video. Yeah, it's like our video here, and we're down here, and I can't get us back. Okay, there we are. Oh no, that's.
You need a producer.
There we
You
are.
need a
Yeah, we do.
producer.
Through 200 episodes, but we still don't have a producer.
Yeah, it's a shame. We've gone back. We used to have one.
Yeah, I know. No, it's actually easier not to have one. Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we do need. You need an editor, man.
Do you remember
At least I was
when
churning out edits.
we used to do with Red? We used to do what was the end thing we used to end it with?
Oh, current events.
Current events.
Bro, I miss
What happened to
do you know
current
what?
events?
People
What
miss
happened?
current events. But I think you need a producer for me. It doesn't make sense to do it for
Yeah,
us to
someone
do.
else read it out. Yeah,
Yeah, current events was fun.
That
And
was
I
always
only
funny,
like doing
yeah.
current events on episodes with you and I.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, current events was good. But they were good because it was nice commenting. Should we do a quick current events now?
Ban me a current event,
Bro. Let's just do unplanned
Yeah. Current event.
current
yeah.
events. Wow. Now we can we'll put that in title. Freshly Grounded episode 2. Do you know what I'm just going to call it? I'm just going to call it Freshly Grounded episode 200.
You should.
And I'm going to make the thumbnail gold.
Just
Just
gold.
for a special episode.
Nice.
We've got a new intro now.
We've got an intro. Yeah. We haven't really supplied great content so far in this episode. I feel like we're gearing up.
No, it's been amazing, bro. We spoke about fatherhood and
It's true. That's
tooth.
been nice. And what? And the tooth.
The truth.
Yeah.
And the nighttime routine.
Yeah.
I think, bro, this is Freshly Grounded.
Okay,
Do you know
true.
what, bro?
But it's typical Freshly Grounded. Remember
Yeah.
after every episode, you're like, I'm not sure about that
Yeah,
one. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It was, we spoke well enough.
And then people in the comments
I'm trying my best.
Yeah. I'll be like, bro, I don't know about that episode. You'd be like, dude, I just came down from Muddyford City.
Yeah.
No. I think really and truly, this episode's either going to be like really, everyone's expecting like a big episode of 200, and it's going to be like anticlimactic,
Or people will be like,
yeah.
Enjoy it. You mean? Yeah.
All right, let's do a current event.
Go on then.
It's going to be un-COVID related.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please don't make
Yeah.
it virus related, bro.
There's no
That
current
is really
events.
the only current. If you go on the news, that's the only thing you're gonna find.
Okay. I don't want to do that. It's about two murderers who beat someone. Let's do something fairly happy. Okay, this isn't. Okay, that's a potential one. Couple transform worst husband. Do you remember that? Do you remember what my favorite event? My favorite current event was, bro?
What?
I don't think you're gonna remember this. It was when I think Nate was on production, Nate on productions, and he's read a current event about this man who put a barrier up on the private road. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
And we had such a laugh about that because he was like, all of his neighbours are really annoyed because he made his neighbours pay to lift the barrier or something.
Yeah.
And it was their house.
Yeah. I do remember that one.
That was
ridiculous.
I
remember one about someone's, like a lady's jacket was worth like a huge amount of money.
Yeah. Vaguely.
Yeah. Anything there, mate? Anything current? Stop saying yeah. It's been 10 minutes. Yeah. Do Boris if you want. Do something about Boris. Or
fine. I'll do something mask related. Because it's just impossible not to.
Go on.
Okay, fine. Here we go. The headline. I haven't read this article yet. The headline is: Raging Tesco customer empties shelves after being asked to wear a mask. And we spoke about this before the episode, didn't we?
Yes.
So it says, Tesco staff were in horror as a customer storms through the store emptying shelves because they had asked him to wear a mask. And there's a video.
Show me the video. Or can you use
the
video?
It's in Ealing. I know that Tesco. It's right next to Hare and Tortoise. It's under... Okay, here we go. I don't know where the video is, but we'll probably find it on Twitter in a second. Tesco staff watched in horror as the man was filmed running amok, pulling crisp and popcorn packets to the ground at the Ealing store in London. He's understood the customer had gone into the store last month without a mask. Staff asked him to put one on. Instead, he went wild, shouting and screaming. He then stormed down the confectionery aisle, throwing anything he could reach for on the floor. Hundreds of packets of crisps, popcorn, and chocolate ended up on the ground. Why couldn't he do like vegetables or something? He went for the things that are nice and tasty.
Yeah, but you're damaged vegetables. If you knock the vegetables to the ground, they'll be damaged, they'll be bruised. So I rate that he did that.
Oh, he's thinking about his legal case. Fine. In the video, shock staff in protective gear can be seen.
Shock staff in protective gear.
Let's try and find this video. That sounds interesting. Look at that. Yeah, and went on a mad one. But we were talking about that before the episode, weren't we? You were saying that like, no matter what your beliefs are on it.
We were talking about wearing masks.
We were discussing. We're saying like if someone asks you to do it, like for the sake of.
What's the point? I mean, yeah. That's my feeling. Yeah, definitely.
That's a classic example we were speaking about before the thing.
I've seen people refuse to do it, and it just causes problems. I think just
chuck it on.
Play the game.
If someone asks you to, oh, here we go. I've got the
play
video.
The game.
Let me see if I can find it on here. Oh, I can. Oh, forget it, guys. If you want to see it. It's on Twitter. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
He's not even doing it aggressively. It's
yeah,
just like it's so lightly.
I felt like a
He's
young
doing it
bloke
so
would, like,
lightly.
run down an aisle.
He's just on the phone kicking things about. He's actually doing it quite gently.
He looks like a gentle man, to be fair.
He's on the phone while he's doing it. Oh.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
okay, fine. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Scream much that.
Yeah, I'm going to scream much it and throw it on the screen so people can at least get an idea.
Yeah.
So,
so that was a good bit of current events.
It was,
did that. Yeah, no, it's good.
He was very gentle. He was very gently doing it, though, wasn't he?
He was gently doing it. Yeah.
Shall I see what I find crazy, bro?
Go on.
Let me throw this on the screen and I'll tell you. And there we. What I find crazy is that in this country something like that is like it gets done right, but people don't dare it in other countries. So I'll explain what I mean. So first of all, there's the little screenshot for you guys who want to see it. There's a screenshot of it, and that's obviously it in action. That's a bit pointless. Okay, what I find funny, bro, is not funny, but you know, like if you go to like the Middle East,
yeah,
you go to Dubai,
yeah,
you're not going to see that. Because they're so strict, the police there, there's such little police presence. but even then, like people comply so much, and you always hear stories, don't you? Your brother saying, "Oh, I'm so happy I moved to the Middle East because my, my wife will be out at 11 o'clock, midnight, 1 a.m. I'm not worried. She goes shopping at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I don't
Leave your
feel
front door
concerned."
open, leave your car door open, yeah.
And part of it seems to be that because the punishment's so strict, bro, you would never see someone throwing a tantrum in a Tesco in the Middle East or its equivalent.
Extremely different, yeah. No, you wouldn't, would you? No, you wouldn't. Different culture, the different people. Because I imagine even if the punishment was more severe here, I still imagine it would go on. I think it's a different culture, man.
But on the flip side, there are advantages to that because I actually feel like that here as well. Like I feel like when I'm in, like, for example, the Middle East, I feel like conscious of everything that I'm doing because I know how easy it is to get like picked up.
Yeah,
right?
But you're not only for people. Yeah.
Well, no, like you could.
What would you fall into to get yourself arrested for? What are you up to in the Middle East? What do you have to? What do you have to be? No, don't do that. I'm in the Middle East. We're not in London now. I can't do that. What do you hold back from when you're in the Middle East?
But like for example, right, like let's say for example, you know when you were stopped in America, right? Actually, that's one of my favorite parts of Faisal Sam, when you explain your story of being stopped in America. But you know when you were stopped in America,
I got stopped the other day as well. It was horrible.
In the UK?
Yeah. And in the Netherlands.
Okay, fine.
Got taken off to a room and everything.
Yeah, that's obviously in America.
Yeah, but through security this time.
Really?
Put my trousers down.
No.
Yeah, and I made a big problem. I was like, why has this happened? It was horrible, and obviously I had nothing there.
Yes. Anyway, so what happened is, like you got stopped in America.
Yes.
And like I've been stopped in going to Dubai, and like they just like, because I'm by myself, they make you go for extra checks, and alhamdulillah everything's fine, and they send you off right on your way. But you still feel a bit anxious because you don't know the situation.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
And you know how strict they are.
Yeah.
However, as soon as I land back in London, if that was happening in London, inshallah it doesn't.
Yeah.
But if that was to happen in London, I automatically know that I have rights. I know what my rights are.
I hear you,
and
of
I know
course.
I can't be like falsely imprisoned here because like there's a procedure.
But that's very much when you leave your country that's a kind of a possibility that you could be.
I guess what I'm saying is I feel more comfortable here because I know that here your rights
are there. Yeah.
Your rights.
Yeah.
Whereas there perhaps I don't know what my rights are.
Yeah, of course you don't know what would happen. Yeah. You kind of feel like
So what happened in Amsterdam? You tell us the story.
So travelling back from Amsterdam.
Missed the trouser part.
I'll tell you, it's very legitimate. Right. Went through Amsterdam, security. The man decided he wanted to take me off and check me into a room, and I was asking them why, and they just wanted to do it. So I put my bags to one side, and I had to walk through the airport with two guys, go behind a curtain, literally pull my trousers down, that's it, pull my trousers back up. No, like, literally, no, that's it. And that was it. And I said, can you explain like what's going on? It's just bizarre. Like, I'm just travelling back from a business trip, and I kind of feel to be honest, I'm very anxious. It's a very horrible feeling. Like two people standing, they had masks on, obviously, staring at me like I'd broken the door, and they said it was just a procedure. They wanted to just check me. I said, just let you know, give you some feedback. That was a really, really horrible experience. Why? I said, why is the guy standing there? Like, the guy was standing there like that, staring at me. I said, how come that guy standing like that? He goes, we don't know, sir. You could have a knife and you could stab it in my neck. That's what he said to me. I go, wow, that escalated pretty quick, and left it. It was just a really strange experience, man. I just felt, again, you're not in your country.
Had they seen your passport?
Nothing
first?
like that. This was just through security. Just through the security, just getting bags and stuff. Literally just going through security. So no, nothing to do with passport control, I think. Literally going through. It was just a not very nice experience. I relayed it. I said I really didn't enjoy that.
Yeah, I always do feel quite a bit anxious in airports, just because, like, even though I have nothing to hide, it's like
exactly.
It's like, so I guess it's for your safety, but then there's an element of prejudice that does.
And I get anxiety going through security based on just how they are and how the feeling is and the whole thing. And then I had to go walk behind a curtain. And I was just like, this is so strange. I said, just to let you know, this was a horrible, really horrible experience for me. I literally, they looked at my boxer shorts and that's it.
I feel like that in passport control, because if you look at my passport, they're all Muslim countries.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And it must be similar to you as well.
Again, you could look, the wrong person could look at it and kick up a fuss, and before you know it, you could be, even if you're held for an hour. No one, do you know what I mean? I do get a little bit of anxiety travelling, because ultimately there's a risk that you could fall into trouble, but just be longed out, put in an office or whatever else. Yeah.
Remember when I told you that story about when they stopped me in Scotland?
Yeah.
And they said, why were you in Morocco? And I was like, what's the least threatening thing I can say and still be vague about it so I'm not lying? And so I said, I went on my brother's stag do.
Oh, yeah.
Because we did go to like for my brother's because he was getting married.
I'll try and make it like just.
Yeah, so I was like, went to my brother's
Well,
stag
stag do. What? I'm what?
What
It was a laugh, mate. It was a laugh, mate. Yeah, that's good. That's smart. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
so-
stag do. What are you on about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So I said I went on a stag do.
Yeah. Smart.
Which felt weird coming out of my mouth, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not a lie though. I remember just before you
But,
got married.
yeah, it wasn't a
It's
lie,
nice, beautiful.
The boys before marriage said, let's go on a holiday. And by definition, that's a stag do.
Yeah.
And so then they changed the tone, right?
Yeah.
So then they were like, oh yeah, I was just asking because obviously there's a bit of a conflict in that region, and so it's next to a few countries. Like I don't know what countries it's next to. I'm not great at geography, but it was like it's next to a few countries, and so just wanted to make sure that obviously you're British and you have a British passport. It was like trying like really be on my side. Like you're obviously British, you've got a British passport, and so were people like hostile towards you because you're British, and there's a bit of like hostility towards British, and like so he was almost saying like like flipping around like we're trying to protect you. Like, were you okay in Morocco?
Yeah.
I was like, look, we're in Scotland now, and I made it out of Morocco clearly. So, thanks for asking if I was safe there, but I'm here now, so yeah, I was fine. I said, no, of course not. I said, I didn't feel any kind of hostility. I was just there on my stag do for my brother. And it was fine. But yeah, they were like, oh, you went to Morocco and then you went to Dubai. How come you went to Dubai again a month later? And yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's it's obvious what they're doing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And it's just a bit annoying because
It is annoying. Yeah.
I like going to Muslim countries, but because everything's halal. I mean, I'm not trying to justify here.
Yeah. Just baits you out when you're travelling to places on those stamps at the back of the passport.
Yeah, because it's like,
They stand out.
of course,
Yeah.
and then the stamps are in Arabic.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, they stand out. Yeah.
Whereas you have like America, Canada. No, not Canada. You have America, Amsterdam, France, Italy. Have you got a store in France? Yeah.
No.
That's peculiar, isn't it?
Not really peculiar.
It is because you got a bunch in Italy.
We attempted at Paris. It didn't work out, but hopefully one day the opportunity will come up again.
It just feels right, doesn't it? Because you got Barcelona.
It does kind of sound like it'd be nice.
Italy,
We tried one
Paris.
time. It didn't work out. Be nice to. Can't have it all.
You're on your way though, inshallah. Menspire Paris.
Be nice, yeah.
Mm.
Literally went and looked at the shop and everything, and just wasn't written.
There's a video on Instagram. It's really funny. It's like when people are in Pisa,
Yeah.
and they like, everyone who's in tries to take a picture and it's the Lean Tower pizza they take like. They go like that.
Yeah.
So it looks like they like trying to push it
yeah.
back up. And there's this guy on Instagram and he goes around there and he films himself just going to everyone who's like that and he goes and high fives them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
'Cause they've got their hand out.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's good.
It's funny.
It's a good video.
Oh, shit.
Put the link in the bio somewhere. No way. Send me the link later if you can. If you can remember, send me the link.
How was the card game?
Yeah, beautiful.
Have you given any out?
Have I given it out?
Yeah.
Mahi.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Did
He
you
really
enjoy it?
liked it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, really liked it.
Yeah, man, I've had some amazing stories from them, and that guy I was telling you that I went to have dinner with. He said that he played it with his mum and sister, and like mum ended up crying.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice,
Another
man.
guy, same thing.
It's really well thought out.
Shahid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it. He loved it. He played it with his family.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Shahid.
No. Shahid.
My
the one
Shahid.
that you introed.
Oh, he played it with his family. Liked it. Yeah.
With his mum and stuff. So, yeah,
That's
man.
good. What are you avoiding lately?
Yeah. Let me ask you a random question, seeing as I have it in my hands.
Oh, it's deep for a live.
Yeah. Who makes you feel safe?
Who makes you feel safe?
Yeah.
Who makes you feel safe? Who makes you feel safe? Who makes you feel safe? Feeling safe.
The obvious one is Allah, so try not to.
Yeah, that's. Are we talking about yeah,
Let's go with humans.
myself.
That's good. That's the honest answer.
Real talk.
Yeah.
I don't want to say my mum because she's not the person who makes me feel safe. I make myself feel safe.
That's
it's not my
good.
missus. It's me, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah.
Me.
It's me. I'm the strongest. Got it. No, honestly, I don't want to say something for the sake of it. Who makes you feel strong?
Yeah, you gotta be honest, bro.
I like
That's
being
part
around
of
my
it.
business partners. I feel strong when I'm with my business partners.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is it with me?
Yeah. I'm feeling the strongest ever right now. What about you?
Woo.
I've got one.
Go on then.
I don't like that one. In the past year, what was the moment that you felt closest to Allah?
That's
last
nice
year.
Last year, the moment I felt closest to Allah would have been. I know. Oh, it's just within the year as well because it's coming up next week. I felt the closest to Allah when Zechariah was born.
Yeah.
And those first 15-20 minutes when he was struggling to breathe by himself. Bro, I didn't know where I was. It was just me and Allah, and I was just conversating with Allah for about 15 minutes. I was like, Allah, please. I was like trying to convince him, bro. Like I was like, this is the situation right now. Like I just need him to breathe. Can you please, like whatever you do, just like please. Like I was like just having a conversation with Allah, and I felt so close to him there because I was like, I felt like he was listening. I like obviously,
of course.
I just felt like I've never had such a passionate conversation. Like your son is there struggling to breathe, and it's life or death. And he's like, please, just allow him to breathe by himself. So that was the moment I felt closest. What are you most thankful to Allah for this week?
This week, family.
That's nice.
Yeah. Always grateful. Family and waking up in a warm home, bro. That's
nice.
it. Like waking up in a home, yeah. I'm not just saying that either. I literally had the conversation with Mrs. yesterday, just like the basic, like just practicing basic gratitude of like the smallest things. I just feel really grateful. Like it's just nice, yeah. So literally, yeah, just like a warm, you see we watch what's going on in the news and what's happening worldwide now. So much stuff going on, or they lead you to believe there's so much stuff going on. It's not like a nice feeling. I think when you just practice gratitude for the smallest of things, it's important in these times. Do you know what I mean?
Go on, throw another one out, mate. I can use this as a whole segment.
Who is your biggest cheerleader?
That's a tough question. That's a tough question because again, I want to be honest. And
Please be honest.
Oh man, I want to say my biggest cheerleader is like in some elements. I want to say Omar.
I would not that I know. I would say Omar.
Yeah.
For you. No, not for me. No,
Hardly
no, I speak to him a lot actually. But he seems outside in. He looks like he's a real that for you.
Yeah.
To be fair,
I'll say. Do you know what? I'll say he's my true cheerleader. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't just cheerlead me.
Yeah.
He's honest enough to tell me when he thinks what I'm doing needs to be better.
Yeah.
And he's done that a lot recently. Like since COVID's hit, and I've had a lot of conversations with him about business with Freshly Garden and stuff, and just obviously explaining to him the situation and how things have been quite difficult. And he's not felt sympathy for me, bro. When we've done something great. Like when I showed him, last night I showed him that footage I just showed you, the new show that's coming out, the cooking show. I sent it to him and he FaceTimed me and he said, bro, this is amazing. There's a finesse on it. This is exactly how controversial guy needs to be. And he cheerleaded. He was like, this is amazing. It's great. I'm so excited to see the rest of it. And that was like him being a cheerleader. But there's been other times, bro, the last few months where he's gone, where I've come out of a meeting, bro. And I went, bro, just had a meeting with Boom. And it's like this. And he's looked at me, he's gone like, why, bro? Like that's not what. Like he's like, Freshly Garden needs to be like a media powerhouse. You guys need to be like creating your own content, like doing your thing. What? Like you need to be like you got this audience and it's so genuine and your audience is so passionate about Freshly Garden. Why are you not like doing this and doing that? And it's like almost killed my vibe. And we've almost had an argument after. But then in hindsight, I'm like, who else does that for you?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah, of course.
Who else does that for you? So I really respect that, man.
Yeah, you need that.
If you could give me a piece of advice on anything, what would it be? And I value your advice, man. I really do.
If I could give you any kind of advice
on anything, yeah.
Just like I just said it. To be fair, just be grateful for the smallest of things. Be grateful for the smallest of things. Makes you feel really good.
It's easy to overlook, right?
Yeah, it really is. Like the basic things. Being able to sleep, being able to go to the toilet, being able to eat, all these kind of basic little stuff. It makes you feel great. That's my advice.
Well, it's true, man. You mentioned like being able to go to the toilet and stuff, and it reminds me of that episode that we did with in quarantine. I did an episode with Ismail, who was talking about his battle with cancer, and he said that at one point he had to do all of that through a bag. It makes you realize.
Yeah, of course, all these little things, man. Yeah.
We've got 8 minutes left of the podcast.
Ask me one more.
It only makes sense to finish off the whole 8 minutes with the card game. Why not?
Sorry, man.
Yeah, and then I'll give you. We've got 8 minutes, man. We'll have a natter until then. We'll do the cards. You got 8 minutes. Of course you have.
My whole day to you now, sir. Right. What are you overthinking?
I'm currently, alhamdulillah, I'll be honest and say I'm not overthinking anything right now. But however, I'm
Okay.
an overthinker.
Yeah.
I'm proper, you know what I'm
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah.
So I overthink everything.
Good. But
At
not
this
in a
current
minute.
state, I'm not overthinking anything, and so I'm happy about that.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that. How could you be better with your finances?
Ah.
That's a good question
Yeah.
for someone who's
How could I be better with my finances? Not necessarily.
Good question, isn't it?
Pay more charity.
That's a good one. You can never give enough, right? It's a very good one. That's an amazing answer.
You picking a...
Yeah, now I'm going to pick a specific one. You go on, it's your turn anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pick a specific one that I think relates to you, that I think you need to open up about.
What's your routine when you're angry?
Oh, that's bad, man. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. It could
Yeah.
definitely be bad. I could tell you what it needs. It needs patience. It needs me to be able to leave. But that's not
Yeah.
answering the question. That's
Yeah,
avoiding
yeah,
the
yeah.
question. If I was to say what my routine currently is when I'm angry, it's probably like making my feelings heard, and that's not good. You shouldn't do that when you're angry. So
certainly.
not making feelings heard as in I'm not screaming and shouting. Alhamdulillah, I'm not physically violent or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's like if I'm frustrated / angry, it's like someone has to know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'll explain it.
Yeah.
But you know what, bro? Every time I do that, I regret it, and I think to myself, that was the time where I was meant to have sabr for
Yeah,
Allah
yeah.
and like only explain my situation
Yeah,
to Allah. Because
yeah.
what happens is you go, oh, I'm just frustrated at this, and
Mate,
you just sound like you're
s-
being moany.
You say the wrong things. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't mean it. Like
Nah, I know,
you
it's your
start
anger
adding things
I
to
know,
it.
I know. It's pathetic. Yeah. Certainly.
Oh, I'm gonna handpick one for you, bro, because I
Yeah.
think that we're only in the
Well,
last.
you're
5
asking me or I'm
minutes.
asking you?
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
You're avoiding a lot.
no, because I don't want to ask you questions about me. I want to ask you questions about you.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your routine when you're angry? I imagine yours is similar to mine.
Yeah. Apart from a lot more violence. Joking.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh, but I was gonna say, how can I
That's
help?
good.
How can I help?
How can you help?
Yeah,
Make dua.
that's good answer.
Real talk. Yeah, make dua for me. What about keeping in touch with people do you find the hardest?
Oh, I find that really difficult.
Yeah.
I find that really difficult. I think I find what I find the hardest about it is feeling like this is me being completely honest, and it makes me sound like a bad person, but I'm just going to be open and honest.
Yeah.
What I find the hardest about it is the fact that I feel like it slows down my productivity.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm constantly having conversations with people, I'm not moving forward. And I feel like the reason, if there's any success in anything that I've done, freshly grounded, etc., it's been because I've had the ability to blank everything else out and become tunnel visioned, and like almost say, okay, I only have enough space in my life for like 3 priorities, right? Like work, family, fitness, or work, family, fitness, Quran, for example. And so I'm like, and that's so much to squeeze in. It's like, how can I fit? And so I like maybe avoid keeping in touch with people, which is such a bad thing, because I'm like, I like see other people maybe be slow in progress in something. Like it could be anything. Like for example, let's say you're starting a Menspire store, and just because you're doing something that requires you to do something like keep in touch with someone, you've like missed a very special meeting, and because of that meeting, the knock-on effect is that now that meeting's gone to somebody else, and now that store has been given to somebody else, and now because of that one thing, you now have missed out on actually opening a whole store. It's crazy how it makes you think like that, but it's negative, bro, because there's only goodness that can come from like being a good person and having good character. But that's my honest response. Yeah, that's that, and I've never really explained that, to be fair. So that's quite a hard one to thing. Yeah, well, these are okay. That's a good one. I'll ask you this one. I've got a couple of and we've got a couple of minutes anyway.
Yeah.
What do you know about yourself now that you didn't know about yourself when you were younger?
I don't know, man.
Shall I ask you a different one?
Yeah, go on.
All right, because I've got
I've
two.
got
I've got two.
but
here.
I don't. Yeah, doesn't.
They're not like
Nah,
yeah.
not.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah,
How do you deal with pressure?
peace and quiet.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, peace and
Do you
quiet.
think that's as you've got older, you've learned that?
I've learned that 100%.
Really?
To answer what your question about how you deal with anger, like I know that how I need to. I know how to. Yeah, I definitely know how to deal with myself and handle myself with those things. Certainly, pressure, stress, all that kind of stuff. More so now. Yeah.
So in an ideal situation, if you're feeling pressure, the ideal situation is that everyone can leave you alone.
Yeah,
Just
or
give
I
me-
escape. Let me
Oh,
escape. Or you go and let me just be with my own thoughts. I think taking time on things and just being in your own company with your own thoughts and that time and being patient. I think there's a lot to be said with that.
Do you do that by perhaps like going for a walk?
I don't
in the
mind.
countryside?
Literally, I will. Yeah, like or wherever I am, I will distance myself from it
Wow.
and yeah, definitely. I'm not my best side when I'm stressed or got pressure on or angry. So if I can just remove myself from that completely and come back in a calmer state or a more well thought out state, yeah, definitely that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you and then me. I've got one last one for you, mate.
What was a point in your life when you started believing in yourself?
Amazing question. That feels a bit arrogant saying that actually. What was the point in my life that I started believing in myself? I would say, okay, I don't think there was a time in my life that I thought, oh, I'm believing in myself
From
now.
that, yeah, but there was
But
times.
I think now looking back on
Yeah.
it, I would say maybe episode 100 was a big one for
I was
me.
going to say to you when you pulled off
Yeah,
that.
episode 100
Yeah,
was
that's what I would say for you.
Because like seeing, like there's one thing, bro, like right now me and you doing the podcast,
Mm.
right? But in this room is me, you, and some cameras. That's
yeah,
it,
yeah.
right? And even though there's like thousands of people who are going to be listening to it, we don't see them, so it's hard to always remember that.
Mhm.
And that's why we're able to have a good laugh and like not feel conscious that people
Yeah.
are listening, right? But in episode 100, it was the first time properly that I was able to physically see the people that we speak to, and it was like, wow, maybe we can. Because at the time I was working, I wasn't even doing Freshly Grinding full time. I was struggling,
Mm.
and so to see that, oh, we can turn this into a real thing where we have a consumer. I suppose back then I didn't think that, but now looking back at it, I probably think, oh, well, that's probably a turning point where I thought, oh, we can do this. Yeah. Okay, your question here.
Good.
Would you say that you are the same person in private as you are in public?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's rubbish. I'm going to give you another question then,
Yeah.
because I wanted to.
You wanted to talk rather than say yes or no.
Yeah, but I think that-
Yeah, I can. Yeah, well, give me
Give
another
me a
one.
different
Then.
one.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, these are good.
I try and be really moody in public so people know I'm just.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, this is a quite generic one that you can choose to answer with whatever you want. What is weighing heavy on your heart right now?
What is weighing heavy on my heart right now?
We'll end after that.
Weighing heavy as in what's upsetting me?
Just what you're thinking about. What's going on in your mind right now? That's like quite like, you know, sometimes you something in the back of your head a bit. And you're like, oh.
The effect of COVID on my business.
Oh, okay.
That's the only. That's not that it's a troubling thought, but I'm very, very conscious of what's going on in the world, and I'm very conscious of just my business. Yeah, so that's the thing that's there.
I think what's more worrying is like businesses that are like that are directly affected by it. Like, I know you're directly affected by it, definitely.
No, obviously, but I'm going to worry about my bit. You
No,
said
yeah.
what's more worrying. Obviously, that I find this more worrying than someone else's business.
Yeah, no, what I meant by that, sorry, was like,
You're like, what's more worrying?
Yeah.
It's someone else's business. Could go. Cheers.
what I mean by that is that I know what you're like,
Yeah.
and you're, no matter how rough it gets, you're going to put yourself out, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And and what I mean is people are always going to need haircuts,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
within that, there's always going to be people who want the best service, and that's what you guys provide.
Mm.
Whereas, look at stuff like cinemas, bro.
Mm.
My point in that is that look, cinemas shut down, View
Of
and
course.
shut down those venues,
Of
and
course.
they probably won't ever be able to get themselves back out of it because of places like Netflix, because stuff like Netflix. No one can ever virtually cut your hair.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
No, of
As
course.
worrying as it still
And
is.
I'm with you on that, and I know that even like, for example, going into the future, I don't feel like our job can be replaced by anything other than us, and I'm confident of that. But I've obviously seen a huge difference in a massive difference, and obviously the decrease, like dramatic decrease, and obviously what's going on with everyone else. It's just it's very, very different. So it's not like my business suddenly has to close, but I don't think we're about to. I don't think things are about to get better for us, and it's just something very noticeable. Like numbers don't lie, and it's like dramatically down, and that's the only thing that I'm aware of. But I'm so grateful that I can still open the door, and people have still got a job, and we're still pushing forward. So grateful. But that's the only kind of thing that I say is weighing heavy on my heart is the thought of what's. Do you know what? Not even just in a selfish way, my business, just what's going on with everyone and everyone's business and everyone's, and that's probably what's on my mind a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good answer. But
Yeah.
that's probably.
I imagine so. Yeah.
Man, episode 200,
Done, yeah.
200 episodes, bro.
That was a nice way to go out.
Yeah. Worrying about the business.
Yeah.
No, we're doing
Who's on? You or me?
you.
Ah.
Yeah, no, it's.
Cool.
Thanks, bro. Amazing.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back. Appreciate it.
200 episodes in, inshallah.
Wow.
And keep going strong.
Yeah. Yeah. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Man, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Who's it on now?
Sorry?
Who's on?
No, it's on me.
Cool.
I was just going to have a little word with the peeps.
Go on.
And just say, it didn't mean, okay, let's just look what Sam's doing. Oh, okay.
I thought we'd signed out.
I thought maybe we'd just have
Might
a
be. Oh, we're still
chat
going.
together. I
I just want to see if I can get on with my life.
Why don't you have a look at why don't you have a look directly down the camera?
I need to get on with my life.
Why don't you have a look directly at the camera? That must be scary for people to see. Big man Sam looking at them in the face. Guys, listen, just want to say a heartfelt thank you for sticking with us. Anyone who stuck with us since episode 1, for sticking with us for 200 episodes. And those of you who are new, just amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. You've literally helped make my dreams come true, alhamdulillah. And you've made Sam busy on a Thursday most weeks.
Thank you.
So thanks, guys. Take care, and
Thank you,
we'll
guys.
see you on episode 201, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.